That fella been getting a lot of backlash. Them people been calling the show. They've been calling the Breakfast Club. Yeah. People are waking up. They're not going for it anymore. They're not going for the BS. Charlamagne. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. A lot of them are coming to the other side. A lot of them are on the Trump train. Tons Democrats. Registered Democrats. Never Trumpers. But they see what's really going on. They see these last 3.5, 4 years have been complete dog. Yeah, they've been calling the show. You know, is she this? Is she that? Is she this? Indian, black, Chinese, Jamaican, Caucasian, Puerto Rican, Filipino, Vietnamese. But let Trump says one thing, keeps it real. What everybody else is thinking, he's a racist. He's this, he's that. Can't make this stuff up, man. But tons of you guys wanted me to check this out and react to it. This fella here panics. Charlamagne, this poor fella, man. And he's been hidden. This whole year, he's been trending almost, it seems like every other 2 weeks or something. The fella's on The View, the fella's on MSNBC, ABC, CDC. You know, fella is, and then he has viral clips of people calling on the show. The fella's on the Bill Maher show. He's on there talking with everybody, man. And just as lost and far, far gone, you know. But you know, a lot of these people, man, are paid off and could care less about you. I want y'all to realize that, man. They don't care about you. They don't care about we the people. They do not care about we the people, man. Millions and millions and millions of people are dying and struggling right now, y'all. Just being real. We are declining. We are in big, big trouble, as you can see. Look what's breaking the news as I'm recording this video. Just look. Look what's happening. We are in big trouble, man. We are in big trouble. Let's jump in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And again, we don't sugarcoat it. We call it for what it is, man. And we are in a fight to get our country back, man. God bless all you beautiful people around the world. I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. I don't care where you're from, what your age is. If you're over here, if you're over there, if you're blue, red, I don't care what it is, man. We don't see color. One love to the human race, man. Simple as that. One love to the human race. I love y'all. Let's jump in.
I showed up. Those are the exact words that former President Donald Trump is using to defend his appearance at the National Association of Black Journalists convention yesterday.
And he's been showing up. And where are the ones? Where they got invited too? Where are they at? No shows. No shows. Biden and Harris. Look at their accomplishments these last 3.5, 4 years. No shows. Didn't Joe Biden didn't he get more votes than Barack Obama? No shows, man. President Trump shows up. He walks in the lion's den every time. He walks in the lion's den every single time, and he's been doing it. He actually shows up. It's a huge difference, y'all. A huge difference. And I'm glad a lot of people are waking up and seeing what's actually going on. I used to be one of those ones that was lost and far gone and brainwashed and, ran with the first thing that I seen. Then I started thinking for myself. I started actually doing my research. I started really looking into this whole Trump deal, since he's so-called he's Hitler. He's a threat to democracy. He's a racist.
An appearance in which he questioned Harris's race.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
Keeping it real. And all you see online everywhere posted is Indian heritage, all this stuff posted. Books, commercials, all kind of stuff. Can't make this stuff up. Videos. They in the kitchen talking about it. It's everywhere. And Trump says what everybody else is thinking. And again, anything Trump said during that convention, anything he said, and I said this in our previous video, they're going to take it out of context. They're going to spin it. They're going to try to just make Trump continue to just wipe him through the mud and look like the bad guy. We're going to continue to do it, y'all. And it's going to continue to happen. And more is coming. Just be ready. More is coming.
Of course, Harris is both and has been very clear about that. She spoke extensively about it, in fact, over the years. And to Charlamagne the God, host of the Breakfast Club radio show, she talked about it.
I'm black.
Yes.
And I'm proud of being black.
Absolutely.
And I was born black. I will die black. And I'm proud of being black. And I'm not going to make any excuses for anybody because they don't understand.
They don't understand.
Charlamagne the God's out.
We don't
He's
understand.
also the author of a new book called Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, an analysis of the moment in which we all live, this polarized world that we are living in. So Charlamagne, Trump's not backing away from the controversy. Today he went online, he shared a photo of Harris wearing a sari in a family photo, and he writes about it, your warmth, friendship, and love of your Indian heritage are very much appreciated. Okay, so that's what he did today. Let me just ask it to you this way, though, Charlamagne. Does he deserve credit, as he says, for showing up at the Black Journalists event yesterday?
Peace, Aaron. How are you, first and foremost? No, does he deserve credit? No, he doesn't deserve credit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a damn about any of this, and neither should you. Like, nobody.
I think he deserves credit. But what about your side? The Biden-Harris accomplishment. When have they showed up? How has these last 3.5, 4 years been? Clap it up, everybody. For Biden-Harris. Clap it up for that ticket there. Oh, nobody's clapping. Oh, nobody's clapping. Let me just stop clapping because nobody's clapping. Look at everybody. Nobody's clapping. Boy.
In the media should care. Donald Trump doesn't have any new tricks. He focuses on identity. He focuses on race. He focuses on gender. He makes white America think that the changing demographics of this country.
White America. Again. Pulling the same tactic, man. White America. Live on air. Can't make this stuff up, man. And I'm pretty sure y'all done made it about identity politics. And we're gonna hear till November. First black woman. And everybody else is making videos and making posts and trying to figure out, Well, she said this, she said that, Indian this, her family came out and said this, she came out and said that. But yeah, just throw mud on Trump, huh? White America. Live on there. You can't make this stuff up, man. It's crap. And I tell you what, a lot of people are seeing what's going on. A lot of people are waking up, Charlamagne.
Are a threat to their livelihood, and he makes them believe if we don't take things back to the way they were, probably 1950 something, then America as they know it will be ruined. It's just a distraction. Like Public Enemy had a album called Fear of a Black Planet. Trump tries to scare people with the fear of a black and brown America, and we have to stop falling for it. Like we just have to stop falling for it.
All right,
like,
so yeah. All right, so today, though, you talk about it. You tackled it on your show because it's out there. People are talking about it. One of your callers actually called in and said something about it that I wanted to play for everyone so you could explain sort of how this makes you think and feel. Here's the caller.
Man, to be honest, Kamala Harris, she already said that she wasn't black. It's all over everything. She done had interviews. Yeah. I understand. But she already said that she's not black. She identifies as an Indian. When she was running and she did all of that at California. Yes, she has.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, she has.
Listen, have you ever read her book?
No, I don't read. I won't. Say what now?
In her book, she specifically talks about how, her mom definitely instilled her Indian heritage in her, but also told her she was a black woman and raised her to be a proud black woman.
They have an interview. She has a verbal interview with a white woman, and she says that she is not black. She is Indian.
Boy. Boy. Well, let Trump mention it. He's this and that. He's this and that. He's a racist. I'm pretty sure everybody in America is confused. She's Indian. She's Chinese. She's Latino. And there are lost, clueless individuals that are far gone that are still going to go out and vote identity politics over policies. Just can't make this stuff up, man. But I'll tell you what, man, there's a lot of people that are not going for that. They're done with all this woke crap that we're witnessing right now, all this nonsense. And what they've experienced these last 4 years, they're sick and tired. And as you see now, a lot of people, the black vote everywhere, are speaking out against this now. They're calling the left, the Democrats out. They're sick and tired, man. Because we are in big trouble. Nothing's being done.
Lord have mercy.
So what do you do about that?
What do I do? Is I tell everybody not to be distracted, and I would say the same thing to the vice president. All the vice president has to do is stay on message. All these conversations about what's black, who's black, forget all that. How you gonna put money in people's pockets? How you gonna keep people safe? That's what both candidates need to be talking about over the next 95 days. We all know Kamala Harris is black, and we all know she's Indian. And we also know Donald Trump is a bigot, and we know he's divisive. I don't need the media running Donald Trump's greatest hits over and over for the next 95 days. Donald Trump, as of right now, has no real strategy against the vice president. So they're going to say she's a DEI hire. They're going to attempt to weaponize her not having kids. They're going to question her blackness. Ignore it all. Aaron, listen.
But Charlamagne,
didn't DEI hire, didn't earn it, not qualified, unqualified. Simple as that. But they call us racist when we say it. DEI. Charlamagne, look at these last 4 years. Oh, you probably just care for yourself. in your tax bracket. But look where America's at. We the people, struggling. Look at the policies. Look at the main four issues we have, sir. But it's a distraction.
I understand, but you're talking about the media, and I'm not taking it personally, but I do think it's important, in part because of that
I'm
caller.
media too, though.
I
I'm
know,
media
but
too.
yeah, no, I understand, but that caller calls in, and whether it should or shouldn't, sometimes it just is. If it gets into the ether and it starts affecting how people think and feel, then that becomes an actual problem. How do you deal with that? You get calls like that. You actually have an opportunity to interact with someone to try to explain. Do you feel like people hear you?
Yes, I have no problem telling that young man he's bugging. Well, or you could say he's half right, right? Because yes, the vice president has said she's Indian, but she also says she's black because she's both. And that's why we need to ignore it all. The media should focus on whatever candidate is talking about the issues. Anything else is not worth the airtime. How many times is Donald Trump going to run the same trick over and over and over, and we continue to fall for it and be distracted? Focus on the issues. Focus on the candidate who has an actual plan for America.
All right, so let me ask you, J.D. Vance is commenting on her. He's been trying to to defend Trump's comments about her. And here's what he said to our Steve Contorno. I'm going to highlight one word here, but let me just play it.
Look, all he said is that Kamala Harris is a chameleon. She goes to Georgia 2 days ago. She was raised in Canada. She puts on a fake Southern accent. She is everything to everybody, and she pretends to be somebody different depending on which audience she's in front of. I think it's totally reasonable for the president to call that out, and that's all he did.
So he calls her a chameleon, and it's the exact same word, actually, Charlamagne, that his former friend, longtime friend, used to describe J.D. Vance to me. Here's what she said.
What I've seen is a chameleon, someone who is able to change their positions and their values depending on what will amass them political power and wealth. And I think that's really unfortunate because it reflects a lack of integrity.
I'll just note, Charlamagne, that he used the word chameleon after his friend used it. I don't know whether that, whether he saw that. It's very possible he did. But you write about this. That words matter. You talk about get honest or die lying. That's your new book. And it's about honesty in politics, right? So when people are using words like chameleon, that may be a word, but it gets at something that's quite deep, right? What is truth?
I wouldn't read it.
And when is a person actually being genuine?
I wouldn't read it.
How do you think about this? Given where you sit every day, these calls that you get.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, I have a chapter in my new book called The Language of Politics is Dead. And I talk about how tired we are of the way politicians talk to us and how everything is too safe and folks are too afraid to take chances. And I feel like the internet killed all that, like social media in particular. People have gotten used to hearing our ideas, and not just ideas, but news, all topics in just authentic ways. And two things that I love right now, my critique of the vice president was the person I've known since 2017, the person that, we used to see grilling people in Senate hearings. That individual had disappeared over the last few years. But over the last couple of months, whether it's been her, economic opportunity tour, or even after the way she stepped up after Biden's terrible debate performance, and of course now that, she's at the top of the ticket, I've seen that real person show up. Like I've seen that person, really come to the forefront. And I think, as long as we see.
She showed up when? Am I missing something? Am I tripping?
More of the real her over the next 95 days, she can probably win this thing. So I'm definitely not seeing a chameleon in Vice President Kamala Harris right now. I'm seeing the person that I know on air and off air.
All right. Well, Charlamagne the God, thank you very much. Again, your book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks, just to make sure everybody knows it is out now. And Charlamagne, it's great to see you. Thank you.
What was it? For a book promotion? A book promotion ad? You just can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't make it up. Can't make it up. But hey, y'all know what the real thing is, man. I don't gotta continue to yap and yap away. But I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. We are in some dark, woke, sick, disgraceful times, man, and we are in big trouble. Just being honest. Big trouble. Let me know what y'all think of that. Comment down below, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.